Hello and welcome back to the Frozen Card Gaming YouTube page. It's Mateusz here, and this weekend the LCS4 found place. And today I have not one, but two special guests with me. Niklas Delhey, who got top 8, and Dimitar
Hello.
Petrov, who got top 16. And they both played very similar Eldlich lists.
Yeah,
So, first of
Yes.
all, congratulations on the tops.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
So what were you guys' different matchups and how did your rounds overall go? Niklas, you can start.
So I played against 3 or 4 Adamants and one in Swiss and won all 4. My only loss was to Altergeist and also played one pure Eldlich, one Dragon Link, the VFD combo version, and the Salaman. Yeah. And in Swiss, I won against in Top Cut, I won against Salaman and lost to Salaman. I'm Dumbler and lost to Adaman.
Ah. What about you, Dimitar?
So I played versus 3 Emancipators, 1 Dragon, 1 Zephyr, 1 Outer Geist, and 1 Pure Diamond, which are in Swiss. In Top Cut, I lost to Emancipators.
And you guys lost to the same person, right?
Yeah.
So what did you guys decide to play? Eldlich in the first place?
Who should explain?
Yeah, you can like Niklas
Okay.
first, maybe, or
Yeah, so my reasoning was I think Adaman is the best deck, but it's not good enough to take it to an event because of the mirror matches. Like, it so depends on the dice roll. And also, people play a lot of fan traps, so you can just go first. He has 2 hand traps, you just lose. So I think Adaman is a bit risky to play, and this deck plays a lot of fan traps, has consistent engine. So yeah, that was my reasoning.
what about you?
It's pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty much what Niklas said. They can play multiple hand traps and it's consistent. That's why I decided to.
Were you guys considering the other versions of the deck, like Invoked and Pure? Niklas, you can start.
I considered Pure, but it doesn't do that much, and also because of Alter Guys being back, I thought people mainly side deck likes cards like Storm or Evenly, which hurts, and the 1 card engine is just so powerful, so I think this is just the best version of the deck.
Yeah.
But the Pure version can play Floodgates, which is good, like Gozu.
Yeah, that's true. What about you, Dimitar?
So I chose to play the deck because it's the most explosive version of both. I know it dies to hand traps sometimes, but it's a risk you have to take.
Your lists are very similar, but there are a few differences. Dimitar, what did you choose to play? Ogres?
So I decided to play Ogres because I thought Phantasma isn't that good because people drop it from Synchro Eldlich. And Ogre was okay versus Outer Geist and sometimes Rocket. And versus Mirror.
Yeah. Niklas, why did you choose to play Phantasmace?
So I played Phantasma over Ogre because it's really good in the mirror. Like, Phantasma plus 1 hand trap to stop them. You have a body on field to go to do the combo without using jet effect, and it's just against rockets. It's also really good, and it helps you draw into more hand traps. Like, I think Ogre just doesn't do enough against Rock, for example. And Phantasma doesn't do anything at its own, but if you draw like Nip or Imperm, it's really good. And it's also good against older guys if they start with Metalseek, so yeah, that's why I played Phantasma.
Yeah. I also noticed that Dimitar, you didn't main the Golden Land Forever counter trap. Why is that? Why did you decide to side it?
So I decided to side because in main deck it feels pretty. It's the worst discard of souls in the golden one traps, and it's the worst golden one trap going second.
Yeah. Niklas, did you like it in the main deck or?
Yeah, I played it in the main because I had no space in the side deck. I really wanted to play Sweet Judgment, so it was really good the whole tournament. Especially like people do not expect it anymore because most lists don't play it, and yeah, basically you need them post side against Evenly Storm, so you need to play it at least in the side, I think, but there was no space.
Yeah.
Another difference is that Niklas, you played Librarian. How was Librarian? Did you make it or?
Yeah, I summoned it like sometimes. I don't play the Excel Synchron so I cannot do the full draw combo, but it's just to have an option against combo where you don't expect that many hand traps, or if you don't have that much, so you kind of need to play greedy, and it definitely worked out sometimes.
No.
So Appaloosa comes up as well, but only once, and I summoned Librarian at least 3 times, so
Okay.
it was...
Did you make the Appaloosa a lot, Dimitar, because you played it instead of the Librarian?
Well, I played it because I thought I'll make it a lot with impermanence my aura, and if I make Appaloosa versus Rocks with Conquistador, it feels really nice, but I never make it.
Yeah. Why did you guys decide to play the Savage Herald version of the combo Eldlich instead of like the Calmitis one? Niklas, you can start.
So the True King version, you need to play so many cards like Coral and Croco. You don't summon them if your combo doesn't resolve, so you don't have that many options to go into like Zeta, for example. So usually the combo won't resolve. People play so many hand traps, and even if VFD combo resolves, you obviously win, but Savage Herald is still pretty strong, and you have so many more options if you don't play the VFD combo in the extra deck, so
Yeah.
I think it's definitely correct.
The same for you, Dimitar, or?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Also, I never really needed Calamities. I can make the Herald and Savage without making Fibrax. I can summon Nash from they can make Savage Conquistador Quaquero.
Yeah, also important, you can...
Which is cool.
The VFD version does not play Savage, but if you can play around Nibiru, so with 2 O-lines, so you can go into Savage even if they Nibiru you, and the VFD combo cannot.
Yeah, that was another reason if we played 201. We can play around Nibiru with that.
Yeah.
Not listen on Savage.
So both of you play Zeta as well. Was it like the best level 7 in your guys' thoughts? Like over the Rose Dragon as well, or?
By far, yeah. I summoned it against Salamangre, it banished his wolf, that was really good, and also people play around Moonlight. If you summon it first turn, they can easily play around it, and Zeta, you can always use it. And a lot of times you just end on a Needle Fiber as a Hallkey Fiber plus one of the traps, so you can always summon it during opponent's turn and banish something against the mirror. It's also really good, so yeah.
Yeah. So do you guys have any final words? Niklas, you can start.
Yeah, I think the deck is really good. It works really well, and I don't think I would change anything in the main side deck. I never really needed Crow. It was kind of dead. Yeah, maybe I changed that, but overall the deck worked really well. So yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Dimitar?
Yeah, deck work just play a counter trap main like Niklas, because I always drew multiple of them with detailed ones. Opening 3 is nice.
Yeah,
So
the two. Sorry.
Also, on a team with him for his top 8.
So the two who are queries in my deck, I wasn't sure if two isn't enough because of the mirror match, but if you, a lot of times I just used land, for example, to send 2 Kongs, so I can grind with my traps but still have recurrent deck, so it's definitely enough. But I was scared at first, but it worked out.
Oh, yeah.
So the counter trap, too good.
But yeah, thank you guys. And as always, for you watching, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. And let us know down in the comment section below what you thought about their builds. And I will see you guys next time.